Fantastic.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I am the Dungeon Master, and today we are rejoining the party of Heroes Wanted. We have Donovan, the possessed paladin, Soggy, the peculiar kobold, Harbeck Frostbeard, a dwarf who has traveled down from the dwarven mountains deep into the jungles in search of ancient artifacts, and he's having a hard time with the climate. And finally, Lily-Ann, a strange, childlike woman from the Far East who is unaccustomed to the cultures this far west. And you guys have just finished fighting off some swarms of bats that have been hidden away in this ancient temple and are contemplating your rest options to get you fully up to speed there.
Yeah. Soggy tried to tell the group not to go further. It might try not to fight the bats and just duck out of the way, but they didn't listen.
So yeah, as a party, you guys are going to have to let me know if you're taking a rest at all, whether it's a short rest or a long rest, what things you all want to do.
How long's it been since our last long rest?
Well,
Hasn't been
honest,
that long.
yeah, honestly, it hasn't been long enough for a long rest, but when the party declares that they want to take a long rest, I assume that they spend the rest of the day doing mundane, upkeep and studying, etc.
Well, how long would a short rest be to let them use their hit die at least so they're not halfway dead?
Well, a short rest takes an hour, and it's only been, at best a couple hours since you took your long rest and started exploring.
Yeah, but that would give them time to patch up their wounds, no?
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you spend the hour to take the short rest, then you can spend your hit dice.
That will help.
And Soggy as a warlock on a short rest gets back his spell slots.
Hmm. Warlocks thrive on short rests.
I have a healer's kit and have healer's feet, so I can help out on a short rest quite a bit.
Sounds like it's decided then.
Indeed.
So yeah, when you take your short rest, all you have to do is roll your hit dice and add them in, and then if you have any other things that kick in on a short rest, obviously you can deal with those, but most classes don't. It's usually just the warlock.
Before anybody spends hit dice, I can do a healer's feat for 1d6 plus 4 plus your hit dice.
Shoot, how do you roll your hit die again? It's on this class.
Yeah, it's on the core sheet. It's also on your token ability, but like Harbeck was just saying, if he uses his healer's kit, he can get you 1d6 plus your hit dice, which is 4 plus what?
Plus 4.
Plus 4. So it's 1d6 plus 8.
But I can only do that once per person per short rest.
Got you.
Would
Oh,
that stack with my bard feature?
uh yes.
So, is he a warlock or a bard?
I'm everything.
So this is for when they roll their hit dice though. So it's not that it stacks per se because he's not giving them a hit dice, but like Donovan just rolled the 6 on his hit dice, he would roll an extra d6 and add it to that since it's unlikely that the 8 plus the even if he rolls max, if Harbeck rolls max is going to heal him all the way. Same with Harbeck. So Harbeck, go ahead and roll your 1d6 plus 8, and I will get you a macro for that. I wasn't aware of that ability, but I will get you a macro for that by next session. But for now, just roll 1d6 plus 8. All right, so Donovan, you now have 37, and then roll an extra d6 to add to your 6, and hopefully you get at least a 3.
Soggy is all right.
Or I mean, oh no, it's a 1. Oh, so you're at max hit points. Yep. So Donovan, you are at 44 out of 44. Now Harbeck, you go ahead and roll for yourself. I assume you can do that for yourself, right?
Correct. It's
Yeah.
just binding wounds and applying salves and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Okay, so now you have 33. So I don't know if you necessarily want to, add any more. That won't stack with the bardic music because you didn't spend a hit dice.
Okay.
Because it's a healer's kit, you just get, the healing. So you have 33. So I don't know if you actually want to spend a hit dice for the last 3 or not. That's up to you.
Nah, I'm okay.
I mean, are you really going to take 3 more short rests or need to spend, all 4 of your hit dice if you do need to take another short rest? I look at it that way too. Because if you don't spend your resources, then they were just wasted.
Yeah, I think I'm okay at the moment. I think I have a healing potion or 2 if I need something. I don't know,
Right,
I'd
but
have to
those resources you don't get back. Like I always try to spend the resources that I get back first.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you think you're good, then so for this hour, you guys have just been kind of holed up in this room here, and nothing has really happened. But now, you've been here for about the morning.
Well,
getting
Well,
close to
additionally, I
lunch.
would have pulled out my black violin and started jamming on it. So I'm not sure if any extra noise would attract additional creatures, but yeah.
Soggy sort
Indeed,
of like is curious about Lillian.
when you
She
start
casted
playing your violin, it disturbs several swarms of bats in other rooms, and they
Hell yeah.
begin to fly around screeching, but it seems to be more driving them off than attracting them.
That's good.
So yeah, you guys have an hour rest, worth of role play if you want to, discuss anything amongst yourselves, and then, what are you going to do next?
Soggy is curious about Lillian. He's curious about that little witch. Like, what exactly she is, because he's certain that he hasn't seen anything like her. Like, how you cast magic, how you cast dark things. Soggy saw it. Do not deny.
Can't prove it.
But Soggy saw it when you were fighting bots. Soggy saw dark things. And came from you. Soggy saw. Yes,
Mm, maybe it's just a coincidence. You never know.
Soggy, you don't understand the word coincidence, so you're unsure what she's saying.
Coincidence? What is coincidence? Is it what your power is? Coincident?
I mean, that things could have just happened in a certain way to make you think you saw something you didn't really see. Then she gives
But
you the
Soggy
thumbs up.
saw. How can Soggy not see? Soggy is not
You sound like a
blind.
villain.
Soggy is not blind.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Detect Evil.
You cast Detect Evil and can sense no evil within 60 feet of you.
Do not fear, Soggy. I don't think our new friend here is wicked by any means. And besides, in all due fairness, I don't believe anyone's questioned you when you've summoned tendrils from the abyss.
Soggy is right, but Soggy does not say they are coincident. That's how he says coincidence. Coincident.
Well, I wasn't expecting an additional shower today, but I suppose I could appreciate.
So, like, what's the most interesting thing I can point to in our field of vision to change the subject?
There's a pattern on the floor that represents the 4 dragon gods, and it seems to be repeating itself like a MC Escher picture.
Hey, check out that floor over there.
It is quite strange, yes? The dragon gods are very, very odd. Soggy might think that Soggy used to think Bunyip was dragon, but now Soggy thinks it is more than that. That's what Soggy thinks the thing possessing him was previously, but now he's not so certain. Like, he's not so certain that it is a dragon.
So, out of curiosity, there was that other path north. What did we see in that room before we came to this one?
All of the rooms, aside from, various broken pieces of pottery or rotten furniture or whatever, are basically empty except for bat guano and bats.
So, this is pretty much the most interesting thing that we found on this floor then.
Well, the 4 dragon god statues with the crystals all messed up.
Soggy thinks we should unmess that once we get back to room.
Was that back in the first room? I'm sorry, I forgot.
The center chamber.
Okay, maybe we should go take a look at that then. If we take a look around this room, don't find anything. Like, just pretty much like just a general, look
Yeah,
around if
you
there's
guys
any
can
weird
roll.
switches.
You guys
or...
can roll for investigate.
Soggy has advantage with investigate, so if anyone has also advantage on investigate, I can help with it, so you will have advantage.
No, you can't investigate and give somebody advantage on investigate. You should just roll
Yes,
with
I
your...
know that.
Okay.
I know
Mine's not
that.
very good, so I guess you can go ahead and do yours or something.
Will it be at advantage because someone's helping me?
Oh, I thought you said you have advantage on it. Yeah, no. Donovan is going to help you investigate, so roll with advantage. All right, so as you guys are looking through all of the broken pieces of pottery and everything, Soggy does discover one signet ring, and on the signet ring is the symbol of the fire dragon.
Oh, fire dragon ring. He sort of notifies everyone about the ring. Look at what Soggy found. Fire dragon ring. Must be important.
So when we go back to the statues in the other room, is there anything that's particularly interesting about the fire one? Or is this just...
It looks like the ones on the top floor that you came in from. All of the crystals are about fist sized and are carved out of a stone that represents their element. So they all look pretty much exactly like you remember from the top floor.
But they're messed up.
But they're not on the correct statues, right? How on the first floor there was giant heads of each of the dragons, and then a claw coming out, and in the claw was the dragon statue that represented that god. In this one, they're all out of order.
Yeah, I think we probably should just go back and take a look at that then.
Yes.
Let's go.
Soggy'd rather not disturb more Screekies. Soggy would not like to disturb more Screekies.
So yeah, you can see the four statues there, and even though they don't look like dragon heads, they still represent the statues. So
So, let's fix them up. Soggy will help put the water one back to its original spot.
okay, you put the water one in this one up top here.
Soggy puts the one on the, and I give the statuette that was on there to the witch, to Lillian.
It was the earth statue.
Lillian, put Earth thing on Earth place.
I'll go and do so.
That's down here in the bottom right corner.
So is anything happening as we're doing this?
No, the wind statue was on there, so you have to take the wind statue off.
Yeah, I would have swapped it.
Give air statue to Donovan.
Here you go. And then she'll hand it over.
All right. I have no idea where to bring.
The wind dragon is down here, bottom left.
I will place the ring in the statue.
And yep, the last one is upper right.
The fire one.
Out of curiosity, can I do detect magic on that one ring?
Yes. Yes.
As a spell or as a ritual?
As a ritual. I want to see if there's anything like weird coming off of it that
Do you
might
got,
be important before we do the last one, especially if it's fire.
do you guys wait for her to cast the ritual, or do you put the statue on?
Soggy waits since he's holding the ring. How about the other guys? What is your opinion?
We'll wait.
All right. So as you cast detect magic on the ring, you can sense that there's a slight bit of what would it be? Transmutation magic on it. However, as you guys are doing that, suddenly all of the statues disappear and reappear on random statues.
Oh, that is strange. Soggy thinks we should put them back on right statues.
Maybe there's like a time limit or something?
Soggy thinks so too.
Hmm.
As they start to replace those, I'll start counting.
So, did you detect magic?
Well, I think there's some kind of transmutation magic on it.
Is this true?
That's what I said.
Ah, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, but I'm pretty much sure we wouldn't be able to decipher any more than that.
So what
Hmm.
what order are you guys doing these in?
First water, then earth, then air, then fire.
All right. As you place the fire statue down, you count to about 30 and nothing happens.
This is weird. Why is nothing happening?
So we would have put them all in what we think are the correct slots, but nothing happened.
Yes.
What about if you like approach it with the ring?
Soggy sort of carefully approaches it while holding the ring. The fire one.
Nothing happens.
Is there anything on the statue like anywhere to like insert the ring or like do
No.
anything like that? Huh.
As you continue counting, you get to 60, and suddenly all of the statues disappear and reappear in random statues.
Soggy is confused.
Maybe we need the other 3 rings.
Soggy only found one. There is no others.
How
In,
thoroughly
in
did
that room.
Oh, I thought I thought we like already searched everywhere. I thought you implied that with the investigation.
No,
Yeah, we'll
no.
definitely search for the others then.
Okay. So is somebody going to give somebody advantage?
Donovan is certainly going to give Soggy advantage. I imagine.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't.
I was going to say, let's let Donovan make that decision.
Sorry, just
Oh, I'm just joking around. Yeah, sure, no problem.
Oh man, Donovan should have just looked on his own. Soggy, in the next room that you're searching, you find a ring with the symbol of the water dragon.
whoa. You Soggy found another ring.
Oh, and as soon as you touch the water ring, you instantly flash into a vision. You're underwater, gasping for air, swallowing more and more water, and suddenly the bunyip appears in front of you and swallows you whole. And as the blackness of being inside him sets in, you awaken and throw up water everywhere.
I just throw up and I somehow spit up a starfish, I imagine. A living one.
Yeah, let's,
Soggy, by this point, I think you can solve our drought for us.
Soggy
Wow,
does not
that's
know
so
if
gross.
fresh water or salty water. And he just spits out more with a little kelp falling in pursuit.
in fact, he has a small piece of seaweed stuck in his teeth.
And he just sort of pulls it out. Hmm?
Okay, so that's two rings. Where else haven't at this point haven't we searched yet?
Harbeck is looking around in the next room and he can't seem to find the ring.
Soggy going to help. So, Donovan, could you please give me advantage if you can? Or I can give you advantage.
Donovan just looks and finds the ring of air. It was up on the broken remnants of a shelf way at the back. The dwarf and the kobold were too short to see it.
Yeah. Why does shelf have to be so tall? Why cannot shelf be shorter?
Honestly, I probably wouldn't have seen it either then. It was like a
Right.
height issue.
Right, yeah. Height was the issue for everybody but Donovan. All right, last room. Go ahead and roll. Who's gonna be rolling for investigate for the last room?
I mean, they've been doing good so far, so I'll just sit back and believe in them, I guess.
Can you give me advantage, Donovan?
Donovan's just been rocking it on his own.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
an
know what you
insight.
mean by advantage, but I think I found it here.
Yeah, so Donovan is digging around and finds a spot of stone
Of
that is actually like a false top, and underneath it is dirt, and he digs in the dirt and discovers the ring of earth.
fitting. Fitting. I imagine the fire one was kind of like stuck in a funeral urn where you put the ashes,
Yes.
and the water one
that's,
was
That's what the pottery was, and the pottery for the water one was a water jug. Yes.
very clever.
So I think maybe we should put the statues in the right spot, but whoever puts it on should wear the appropriate ring, the appropriate element.
Saki sort of just gives the fire ring to to Donovan.
Fire.
Sagi gives the ring of fire to Donovan. Sagi holds on to the ring of water due to a strange attachment to it. It might be related to his warlock. Not saying anything, but it might.
I'll take stone.
That leaves Lillian with air.
I think that works out well for everyone.
It's actually quite fitting. Where's the water one?
Up here, upper left. And then Donovan, you'll be the fire one, upper right. Yep.
With great urgency, I will call out. Wait a moment!
What? What's his problem?
I must take refuge behind this column. And I unzip my pants.
Oh, that is something.
I'm glad I'm looking the other way.
Soggy is also looking the other way.
Harbeck, stop
thank you
moving
for
around.
saving
You're
me.
making me nervous.
Thank you for saving my modesty.
What are these squares in the floor?
All those squares make a circle. No, those are nothing. It's just part of the design.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so when we wear the rings and do the thing, what happens?
Okay. Well, Donovan, are you gonna go put the fire one in?
Donovan?
Yes, which one do I go to again?
Upper right. Okay. So as you guys set the statues in place, your rings light up along the etching of the dragon god with the color associated with each of the elements. The statues begin to glow, and two things happen. A large fire erupts in the center of the chamber, and 3 of the sarcophagi that you guys are nearby begin to rock, and the tops explode off. And
which 3 were rocking by any chance?
the 3 not by Donovan.
So do I have time to, move a bit before anything happens?
No.
Rip.
Weapon out.
I imagine these are lizard folk skeletons.
Yes, and they are dressed in the rags of their former priest's robes.
I imagine they respond to their proper element.
Correct. All right, everybody roll for initiative. The 3 words every gamer longs to hear. Roll for initiative.
Always
Depends what
anxious to hear
situation
those.
you're in when you have to.
Yeah, I suppose. So this skeleton scrambles out of the sarcophagus, taking up half of its movement. And then moves next to Soggy and tries to bite him. Dealing 3 piercing damage.
Soggy yelps as he takes the pain. Soggy sort of yelps as he takes the pain.
Yes, you hear a yipping from Soggy. Lillian, a skeleton comes up behind you and claws and bites at you with its lizard folk jaws. Dealing 2 piercing damage.
Don't tell me this bite is infectious.
Yes, you're going to turn into were-skeletons.
You don't wear bones, you bones wear you.
Please select your character name chat as in the bottom. Did you just take 2 attacks?
Yes,
Arbeck?
War cleric.
Oh,
That
yeah,
guy
yeah.
was fucking ready.
And I think that hits. Yep. Oh, nope. The 11 does not hit. So
So
you
you-
swing at the skeleton twice, hitting his bones, but your axe seems to deal no damage for some reason.
Oh, okay.
And then is that your turn? The skeleton climbs out using half of its movement and bites at you. These skeletons are on fire. But they're not
One of
dealing
them
much
is.
damage. Yeah.
That's a miss.
Oh, that's a miss? Oh my god. You are hard to hit, my friend.
Imagine its tooth just sort of like one of its teeth just breaks off.
Yeah,
Non-lethal
it goes to bite him and his full plate armor just shatters some of his teeth. He looks like the cartoons where you just see the broken and blackened teeth.
Now I'm gonna go berserk, kill all the bandits, and then go hang out with my.
You didn't do anything?
I moved.
Oh, you can move some more, or you can, I guess there's not really too much else you can do, but you could move some more.
Is my movement speed 20?
Yeah, but no, 20, no, 30. But you unless you're encumbered, but you also have your extra action. Lillian pulls her sword of shadows out and slices at the skeleton, nearly lopping the skeleton in 2, dealing a massive blow to its rib cage that shatters one of its arms off. Oh no.
Bonus action. Bonus action to disengage,
Yeah,
and then I'll be ending my turn.
you can't make it that
So
far
what
though.
class are you? Exactly, Miss. What is Lillian's class exactly? Could I get some specifics?
That's 30 feet right there.
Satire Bard gets dash and disengage for their bonus. It's like cunning action for a rogue on steroids.
Ah, so you're a bard.
So you can make it there with your 30 feet. Oh, you have a climbing speed. Oh, then you can climb up here. Hold on, let me see how far you can make it then. Yeah, all the way to where you were. Okay, yeah, I didn't realize you had a climbing speed. There you go. And then is that your turn?
Yes, that'll be my turn.
Soggy sort of just glares as he looks at the skeleton. You is bad, and you should feel bad. As he casts a thunder.
Is anybody else here ringing?
Yeah,
That is-
Liliana's covering her ears after that.
The skeleton fails its save, and normally, I don't do critical fails, but because you dealt all but 1 point of damage to it, I'm going to rule that not only is it knocked back, but it slams against the wall, shattering into a bunch of pieces.
Ah! Soggy is victorious! Behold the power of Thunderwave.
You want to swing your axe about ineffectually some more?
That he did.
Yeah. You continue to swing at the skeleton, but just cannot seem to find purchase with your axe.
I mean, it is a priest of the Earth Dragon, so it's got to be very durable.
Its bones are as hard as stone.
I hope so.
These guys are rolling so well to hit.
Yeah, they are. So now, instead of biting down on your armor, it kind of claws and scratches at your face, leaving jagged red marks across your cheek.
Suppose I'm gonna strike at the skeleton.
And strike at the skeleton you do indeed, bringing Arcadius's shining blade of light down on it. You burn the skeleton into a pile of ashes.
Donovan is good for you.
I'm gonna start making my way over to Harbick, and I'm gonna end
Your,
One damage, the
yeah,
dream.
your ray of shadows does indeed strike the skeleton, but it doesn't seem to do a whole lot of damage.
Again, sturdy skeleton. Since he's like part of the such. Sagi sort of runs over to like the stairs and next to Lillian and shoots an eldritch blast at the skeleton. I imagine it's, what is it? Advantage or normal?
It's advantage. You just hit the skeleton and deal enough damage with your crackling beam of eldritch energy to shatter it and send it crumbling to the ground.
Return to Earth, skeleton!
So the combat is over, and you guys are left with a fire in the center of the room and 3 dead bodies.
What about the fourth one? It never came out.
It didn't.
Also, we would like to check the status of our rings.
They are currently on your fingers.
Good.
So, out of curiosity, what was in the sarcophagus that they came out of, if anything?
Just the remnants of their robes, and each of them has a censure that seems to be associated with their element type. So, like the Earth Dragon censure is made out of stone. The Air Dragon censure has a whole lot of holes in it to let more of the smoke out, and the Water Dragon censure is filled with it's not filled anymore, but it has a
It's
thing to fill it with holy water. It's more like a holy water sprinkler.
Oh, and aspergillium.
Yes. Thank you.
I thought we were saving this one to question.
Augie sort of investigates the one where the skeleton didn't pop out.
That's up here by where Donovan was. It looks like a sarcophagus.
I rolled a 16, so can Soggy try and open up the sarcophagus?
16 on investigation doesn't make you any taller or stronger.
Donovan, would you please leave the coffin lid? Donovan?
Sure, 1 sec.
I'll help if he needs to.
We know that it won't make me taller or stronger. I know that.
One second, this thing's being a pain. Why is it asking me all this nonsense?
As you go to lift the sarcophagus lid, you struggle because you can't seem to find the lip. It's sealed perfectly.
Can I do a
Well, unless you have a crowbar,
cunning?
I don't think we're getting in this.
Is it meant to open? Is it like a normal sarcophagus? Is it stone? I guess I should ask also.
It is made of stone. And studying the stone, Harbeck, you can tell that this is the finest craftsmanship. Like, this rivals the dwarves. This is like Aztec level. You can't fit a piece of paper between these stones.
I never understood what that meant. I mean, I understand that they're like perfectly seamless. Is supposed to be the intention. But if I put a heavy rock on another heavy rock, you're not slipping the paper in there.
Right, but like if there was a crack, you could slip a piece of paper into the crack. Because it wouldn't be perfectly leveled out with it.
No, I mean, I've heard that phrase before. It always confused me. It's like,
It
well,
means that it's perfectly seamless. Like, it's basically watertight.
Picture the paper being like a litmus piece or something like that, a small piece.
Yeah, like you put any two stones together, there's likely to be a crack, a seam that you could slip a piece of paper through, but with this, there's just no way.
Harbeck, can you lift thing?
I can try.
unless someone has shaped stone.
Harbeck, unfortunately, your stone cunning does not lead you to be able to solve the uh, puzzle box. Unfortunately, this only does a 5-foot cube, so like, yeah, I guess, yeah, you could basically open the seam with this. Yep, I'll allow it. So you force the seam open, and now can lift the stone lid off with a strength check.
Strength or athletics?
Strength. Well, athletics, I guess, would work too. You easily lift the lid off and slide it to the ground. Inside is a skeleton dressed in rags with a censer that is meant to burn hot. It's made out of the black steel that you guys saw before.
Why is this one not alive?
I don't think the other three were either.
Yes, but it did not pop out like other ones. Why did this one not pop up?
I don't know, maybe he was lazy.
Lazy skeleton.
Ain't you ever wanted to just sleep in, not get out?
What a sassy minion.
Going to investigate the skeleton?
As you touch the skeleton, it reaches up and tries to bite you.
Yikes!
See, I told you he was just lazy. Now you woke him up.
So everybody roll initiative, but the skeleton gets a surprise round. And Soggy doesn't get his standard action. Donovan?
More skeletons.
Soggy just had to go messing with it. All right, so the skeleton takes his surprise round and bites. So Soggy, you take an additional 5 damage. Oh, you forgot to take your 3 damage from before too. So 8 damage. There you go. And
I was about to put in the 8 damage.
it's okay. And the skeleton bites down hard on your hand, almost severing your little finger off.
He just sort of lets out a yelp of pain.
I'll come rushing
Arcadius's,
in, and I'll
Arcadius's
come
blade
in slash.
hits the skeleton, but instead of slicing through it, the skeleton suddenly bursts into flames and is now a flaming skeleton.
Oh shit. Uh.
Donovan just kind of
I'll
puts
kick
the
him.
sword out. He's like, it wasn't me. Do you have an extra attack?
Yeah. I should have. A paladin. Level 6. Oh, we're level 4, right?
Yeah, you guys are level 4.
Oh yeah, no, that's. I do not get a second attack.
No, you do not. Is that your turn?
Yes.
The skeleton turns and bites at Harbeck with its flaming jaws.
Protection.
Never mind. It turns and bites at Soggy. So 2 piercing and
What does the protection do?
It is my martial style. Protection. As long as I have a shield, any enemy that I can see within 5 feet of an ally that's within 5 feet of me may attack at a disadvantage at the cost of my bonus action for the round.
oh, so I'm just attacking at disadvantage. I thought you meant you had protection from evil up.
Yeah, so you would roll with disadvantage instead of just attack.
All right. So yeah, he missed you on the 18.
Yep.
Whew. That was hair raising.
18 points of damage?
Yeah, I don't hit very hard. I just make it like a huge pain in the ass for the enemy to hit anything that's not me.
As you bring your battle axe down on the skeleton's head, it kind of dissolves into ash.
The skeleton or the axe?
The skeleton.
I was gonna say that Jesus.
Oh,
that
the
would suck.
axe hit killed him, but he was still up, so I guess it didn't
Yeah,
need it.
sorry. I like how you guys are like, what? One of the skeletons didn't wake up. Get up, you lazy skeleton. We want XP.
We
Well, you
weren't.
never know. I thought like maybe the reason it didn't open is because there wasn't like that could have been like a key or some weird, something inside that was like relevant,
Yeah.
Think of it like this: we technically did the skeleton a favor. It was gonna be all restless in this like sarcophagus it couldn't open forever now.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I have to go kill them, but I can't. Just lay here and shake.
You guys are
Okay,
like,
so-
what the hell? Where's our fourth skeleton? You get up! Get up!
He was late to the party.
Is the flame still in the middle of the room?
Yes.
Okay, so
So-
what if we use the fire thing with the fire ring? Like, can that be used on the fire?
I don't know
Fire.
what you mean. I know you mean the fire censure and the fire ring, but like, what do you mean like used on the fire? Like,
I don't know. Just it's maybe what we're supposed to do. I mean, it's
Well, do either of you guys have a detect magic?
I can cast it again as a ritual if we wait 10 minutes.
Understood.
Yeah, I can do ritual that too.
yeah, so the fire is a magical fire that has teleportation magic.
So
I mean, I still would rather like use an object on it first instead of just randomly face checking a fire. I think that would be my my natural impulse.
I'll stick my sword in it. Yeah, will that do anything if I stick the Arcadius, like flaming thing in there?
Because Arcadius's blade appears like a blade of sunfire anyway, it's kind of hard to distinguish what's going on when it enters the fire, but it seems to disappear.
Aha! That has done nothing.
Soggy sort of is confused when he sees. And shouldn't you not throw away Arcadius since it is powerful blade?
Stick
I'll
Soggy's
step
tail
in.
in there. Be like, come on, you're a lizard. They grow back, right?
No. Soggy's tails do not grow back.
I have an idea.
I'll step in.
If we grab Soggy and shake him very quickly,
No!
maybe
no,
we can douse the flame.
No! Soggy just quickly just screams, no, and it's just backing away from the group.
Harbeck, you said you step in?
Yes.
Alright, Harbeck disappears.
Arbet is gone now.
Okay, out of curiosity, who is wearing the flame ring?
Donovan.
Okay.
Donovan, can you step in there?
Into the fire? I
Doesn't
think that's a
seem
challenge.
to be normal fire.
Yeah, that fire is magical.
You
Why
said
not?
it.
I guess I'll go in there.
You know, this is a bad, like, lesson for the kids to be learning. If you see magical fire, don't step in it. Yeah, but, like, yeah. So, you step in the fire and disappear.
Soggy sort of nervously looks around before then stepping into the
You disappear.
along with my familiar.
He disappears.
Liliane will sort of reluctantly like reach out towards it, make sure it's not hot, and then if it doesn't hurt, she'll step in.
It doesn't hurt.
I guess I step in then.
You disappear.
Roll new characters.
Yep. Roll up all new characters. That was a sphere of annihilation. Ha 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 ha.
The best part is that there's probably someone out there that would really do that shit.
Well, Gary Gygax. That's how he does shit.
Gary
You never
Gygax,
put your
yo.
hand in the mouth of a demon.
That guy just like is one walking contradiction. He builds a game, and he's like, you should never turn party. You should never have an encounter that your players can't handle. And then he makes the Tomb of a Tomb of freaking horrors.
Yeah,
No monsters, all traps.
yeah. But that is a special story that I'll share with you one time. But the general gist of it is that it was set up to kill off characters that they had been campaigning with for so long that it was like, everything had gotten blown way out of proportion.
Hey, have you
So
heard
it's
of the Apocalypse Stone? Because that's what that sounds like.
No, I haven't heard of that one. Anyway,
so
you guys teleport through the fire and come out the other side in a extra dimensional vault of some kind. This is where the treasure of Falazur has long been buried.
whoa, it is very hot in here.
At least this is the fire temple's uh, treasure. There's 4 temples if you haven't guessed.
Oh.
Guess what they're themed after?
The elements. And I guess those 4 elemental dragons are somehow kin to the death dragon.
They're like minions.
So as we take a look around, what are we seeing then?
You see a red marble hall checkered with black onyx, and all along the floor you see pits of lava with lava channels flowing off into the distance, and black onyx columns. And then those are stairs to either side because you guys are like fucking 20 feet up.
Where in oblivion have we gone?
Be wary of traps or ambushes.
It seems like fireplace. Very hot. Like the fire dragon.
You guys are, listening to Soggy describe how you're in a fireplace and looking at the lava and everything, and you're just like, yep, this is definitely a fireplace.
Well, I guess we may as well take a look around, right?
Yes, Soggy agreed.
So you find like a little antechamber there, just, nothing really much to see, but there is a stained glass window that you can barely make out glowing from the lava, and it depicts a giant fiery dragon kind of standing over a volcano.
Is that what's on the floor?
No,
Or-
that's a stained glass window all along the wall.
Soggy's going to investigate the empty place.
You find it quite empty.
Oh, very empty. Soggy runs over to this one. What's this one showing?
So this one is another stained glass window, but instead of showing the fire dragon over the lava, it shows a giant fiery nest with 4 eggs in the center of the nest.
Oh. It is Dragon's Nest. Strange.
Harbeck, in this room, you find a rack, and on that rack is a bunch of weapons of different kinds. There's a great sword. There's a couple of hand axes. There's a spear. All of them are made from solid onyx. From hilt to tip of the blade, the entire sword is carved from one piece of onyx. Same with the hand axes and the spear.
Is there a boomerang?
No.
Okay.
That's really unique.
I mean,
call out-
I'd like to throw you a bone, but it's just too unique to like be like, yeah, of course
Yeah.
there's a boomerang.
Mad exotic.
So, Soggy will take a dagger.
Okay. You now have an onyx dagger. Put that in your weapons. It has a special property that will be revealed at some point.
Along with the ring?
Maybe. You don't know.
I'll grab the battle axe.
Okay, you pick up a battle axe.
Very much like a warhammer.
It's all bladed weapons.
They're a rapier for me.
A rapier's piercing, so no. It's slashing weapons.
Ah.
Except for the spear. But that's a spear, you know.
Out of curiosity, do I detect anything magical about them?
It's not magic. It's a special property of onyx. If you know anything about onyx, you might be able to guess what it is.
Soggy sort of analyzes this.
Is there a different weapon you want that is slashing?
I mean, I could take is there a longsword?
Yeah, longsword, you know, and also like it's not just slashing, like daggers and you know, stuff like that are still available. Short sword, you know, so but you know, like bladed weapons. And I know
So
a
what's in
rapier's a
this room?
blade, but in that room, you guys discover a rack that holds various onyx enhanced pieces of armor, shields, helmets, gauntlets, greaves. Each of them is not carved from solid onyx, but rather has onyx like layered in it, depending on what it all is. However, there is one piece of onyx chain shirt that is all individual little pieces of onyx that they have somehow managed to link together. And so there is one onyx chain shirt. There are several onyx helmets, onyx shields, you know, various pieces of armor. So if anybody wants any of that,
I will take a shield, but not use it for the time being.
all right. There are two types of shields. One is a small round buckler type shield, and the other is a large, not quite phalanx style tower shield, but rectangular large shield.
I'm gonna go ahead and investigate some of this armor and equipment. Um, I don't know if my blacksmithing skills will offer anything here, but rolling for
I can help
Actually, I think proficiency and various things like that do offer like a bonus to these kind of checks, don't they?
Well, I grant advantage, you know.
Oh, I gotcha.
so
Yeah.
I roll with advantage then.
Yes.
Because I remember when I was looking at one of the other tools, I can't remember which one. It was like saying all kinds of weird extra stuff it does.
Yeah. So, Donovan, you can't tell anything, special about all of the armor and all of that as far as like having the onyx in it and all of that. But one thing you do know for sure is that onyx makes a very, very poor defensive material because it's very brittle and can shatter easily. So if there's a whole chain shirt made out of onyx, it has to have something to it because nobody would take the time to make something like that if it's just going to shatter the first time it's hit by anything.
Is there any markings on it? Is it more of like a ritualistic item?
As you investigate it further, you discover that although the onyx links appear to all be ordinary onyx links, when you hold it up to the firelight, you can see the image of Falazur is inlaid throughout the onyx. It's black on black, but it's just enough of a different black to where in the lava light you can see the image of Falazur light up like under a black light.
And that's the dragon, right? The
The death
crocodile
dragon.
dragon guy?
No, that's the death dragon.
Ah,
The dragon god of death.
so I'm going to reflect that to my allies and say, this
Then it
armor and
must
weaponry
be
are quite
very
confusing. I mean, onyx is a beautiful stone, but it's very hard, very heavy and brittle, as well as armor. This is quite confusing. I wouldn't know what warrior would wear such
must be
improperly
special.
made weaponry. But what does concern me is the markings on this chain shirt reflect that of the Death Dragon.
Must be magical and special. Must be magic keeping it together.
Well, I mean, I cast Detect Magic, and that lasts like 10 minutes. Am I picking up anything magical around here?
Well, I figured it had been more than 10 minutes since you had cast that. Because you had. Oh, wait. You just cast it on the weapons? Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you are definitely picking up that almost all of these items have a minor to medium enchantment upon them.
Yeah, everything here seems magical.
Soggy agrees.
And the chain shirt, you're picking up a major enchantment on.
That shirt seems particularly special, though.
However, the aura is very dark.
Seems to have kind of a ominous air about it, though, you know? Kind of dark.
I imagine it will clash with your sword.
Is there anything in this room here?
Yes, there is a large locked chest.
What does the lock look like?
It looks like Falazur's face in 3D coming out towards you with its mouth open to where you insert the key into his open throat.
Soggy does not imagine you found the key.
By any chance, would any of you happen to have a pretty large pearl on you? I
What
would
do
need
you...
it to identify the magic on it.
Soggy doesn't usually carry pearls.
And as you say that, you throw up salt water and an oyster.
Soggy found one! As he sort of holds up an oyster. And he mumbles, "Thank you, Bunyip."
I mean, are you even feeling okay? Like, I think you should lay down or something.
Soggy tried to lay down, but it didn't help. So Soggy just goes with it.
You are strange, little one.
Everyone here is strange. Donovan is possessed by sword. You is very gruff, yet also very holy. While Witch is very...
Maybe once again, not tell everyone we meet about that.
Sorry.
There
Soggy
could be
is
some
not
merit
the
in
law.
not discussing that.
Soggy blabbers. Sorry. Soggy is behaving now.
So, as Donovan takes the oyster from Soggy, he opens it with his dagger, and indeed there is a pearl inside. You are shocked that he just spit that up like on demand.
Yes, that multi-ping of prestidigitation was intentional.
In order to clean
To
up.
clean it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I figured. I'm starting to learn your MO a little bit. So yeah, now there is a perfectly clean pearl.
Is a very interesting spell.
I love prestidigitation. So yeah, now you have a perfectly clean pearl that Donovan is holding on to.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out this stuff we're carrying around then.
You know what? I'm surprised I haven't done this already. I mean, I know we're in a temple to a death god, so this may seem a bit redundant, but detect evil.
Yeah, so as you detect evil, you can detect evil coming off of the chain shirt.
Ah, so yes, Soggy. Turns out you were at least somewhat correct. I think there's evil upon that shirt.
Any secret doors around?
You can roll your stone cunning to and Donovan, don't you have? No, you don't have anything for that. But yeah,
I used to.
So what does identify reveal about the equipment we're holding?
okay, hold on. So your stone cunning doesn't reveal any secret doors, but it does reveal that there is a secret panel below the treasure chest. Identify on the stuff you guys are carrying, the weapons, doesn't tell you anything further. You guys haven't picked up any of the armor yet, but if you cast Identify on one piece, I'll tell you what that one piece does.
Oh, sorry, I was reading a message. I would have to focus it on one thing, basically.
Yeah, one piece of armor you can pick, and I'll tell you what it does.
Okay, well, since using it, the pearl doesn't expire, like, I can just do them one at a time, can't I?
Yeah, but it's gonna take some time.
Yeah, I mean, unless like we don't get like attacked or like something doesn't explode or something, I guess I'll be doing that. I mean, they got to figure this chest out, so it'll give me something to do, I guess, while they're working
I
on that.
imagine Soggy would like to have the ring identified.
All right. So while you're doing that, what are you guys doing about the chest?
Well, we're going to check out the secret panel.
Yeah, I'll open the panel.
We're checking out the secret panel, right?
It's underneath the chest.
So let's move the chest.
Who touches the chest?
Soggy won't because he's too
That
weak.
sounds like the most dreadful question I've ever heard. Who touches it? Like,
I'm just trying to set the scene. Don't be scared. Jump right in. The water's warm.
In fact,
Yeah,
The water
Soggy's like,
is
that's not water, that's lava. Yeah. You caught on. So, go ahead, touch it. Touch it. Who's gonna touch it?
Is it
I
like
imagine
a tile?
Harbeck.
Is it like a tile that the chest is sitting on, or something like that?
Yes.
I'll kick the chest.
You kick the chest?
Yeah, trying to slide it or move it. Kind
Okay.
of thing.
Okay. So, as you kick the chest, suddenly the mouth spits out a plume of black, smoky something. And roll a strength check in order to see how far you kicked it.
Strength or athletics?
Strength, because like
Definitely strength.
this isn't something
wait,
you could have.
did you like tap it with your foot, or did you like punt this shit? Like,
Yeah, he tried to
Well,
like kick it across the room.
The way I was visualizing it is I was putting like the bottom of my foot to one part of it and trying to move it off the tile, pushing it, kicking it out of the way.
Well, you didn't say pushing with your foot. You said kick. So I was going off of that.
I'm not like kicking it for damage. I'm just
No,
trying to move
no, but yeah, any disruption, any like moving, jostling is gonna set off the thing. All right.
Yeah, sure.
So you managed to move it off of the tile. However, like I said, the black plume of smoke comes pouring out of the mouth. You're on the side, so you actually don't get affected by it. Soggy and Donovan, roll Constitution.
Soggy's on Harbeck's side, though.
No, you guys were in front when I said that. So you guys roll for Constitution. It's only difficulty class 13. You can make this.
ha!
The old jinx. It's always
Cough, cough.
Yeah, so both of you suddenly feel yourselves getting drained of life essence. You now have 0 hit dice to spend for the rest of the day.
I guess I'm down on my knees. Ugh.
Soggy's sort of like, ooh, this is bad.
Yeah, you guys both feel like you just got like your life drained from you like Princess Bride style. But you don't take any damage. So, you know.
Oh,
It's
my
like
mic
an
was off that
exhausting,
entire time. Nice.
It's like an exhausting plume.
Yes.
Yeah, when they got hit, Lillian's like, "Whoa, are you guys okay?"
Soggy feels funny, but Soggy does not feel like dying, just exhausted.
You're
Turns
not
out your
gonna
friend is
vomit
only
anything up
mostly
again,
dead.
are you?
No, he's actually like dehydrated.
Like Soggy's skin is a bit cracked.
Yeah, he looks like ashy. And Donovan, you have like sunken eyes and your skin is like loose and you're just oh, you don't feel it.
Can I open the file?
Oh, what happened?
So,
Open the
did
secure
my
door?
identify streak finish?
Yeah. So as you're finishing up identifying, uh, those guys are just getting up from the effects of the smoke. Um, Lillian, you discovered a helmet of shadows, and that enforces dim light anywhere there's bright light and snuffs out dim light within a 60-foot radius. You discovered a shield of absorption that absorbs 1d4 damage anytime you block with your shield, and greaves of lava walking that allows you to resist fire while wearing them. And then do you cast identify on the chain shirt?
Um, yeah, I guess why the hell not? Hopefully nothing happens to me too. Just
Roll
randomly explodes.
roll a wisdom save.
Oh shit.
What about the ring? What about the ring?
You
We
fail.
have to cast it into the lava.
Yeah. You fail your wisdom save and feel compelled to put the chain shirt on.
Oh, whoa. Who's doing this now?
I don't know. Apparently, I want to put the shit on all of a sudden. I mean, could I like not do that?
Is that
about
It's like-
Harbeck? Is this
It-
Harbeck doing this?
No,
Lillian.
it's.
No.
I was trying to identify it, and it did like some wisdom saving throw shit on me.
So, like, basically, you get a new saving throw every day, but for today, like, if nobody stops you, you are going to put this on. So you're like taking whatever you have on off right in front of Soggy and Silas and just putting the chain shirt on.
I mean, I technically use mage armor, so I certainly hope not.
But what about the ring? Didn't you identify that?
I got distracted by this apparently.
Would I assume everyone would have heard me when I said that, like the chainmail is evil and there's the dragon
Oh yeah, this
symbol
is
of death on.
Yeah,
Thi-
we all know it's scary. I was just trying to figure out like
this is a
what-
mind control effect that's happening.
yeah.
You gonna say anything, Sagi? Just gonna let her put a dragon thing of death?
I think we lost him actually.
I guess I'll try to tackle her. I guess I'm gonna walk over to her, and I'll say, "It isn't very wise for you to put that on."
I don't know. I think it did something to me.
Well,
Like,
you,
was
you
it like a
should.
voice in my head or just like an
No,
impulse?
it filled you with a Gollum-like level of desire to have it and wear it.
For some reason, when I was focusing on it, I had this overwhelming urge to put it on.
Oh no,
I was trying to.
you're still putting it on. Like as
Oh,
you're
I'm still
talking.
going for it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. As you're talking, you're just like, yeah, this is going on.
Wait, did he tackle me or whatever you said?
Well,
Well,
for
well,
now,
I
he said he
figured
walked up. And,
that I figure what I would do is behave like a human being and not just jump you. You know, I guess I mean like I wouldn't know that you're under like some compulsory effect, so it'd be like for me to just tackle you would be like.
Stop her from that.
as
You
he's
should
choking and coughing.
probably not put that on. Hello, Lillian. What are you doing? Stop putting that on. It's evil. If you don't stop, I'm gonna have to. All right, now I'm gonna try to wrestle it from her.
All right, so both of you just roll initiative because I just want to see which one of you acts first, whether you finish putting the armor on or whether Harbeck.
Damn. Well,
Yeah. Donovan, I told you, you're not feeling well. Oh my God, Harbeck, really?
Yeah.
All right. So Harbeck, you get to go first, and so you roll a athletics check to try and grapple her, basically.
I mean, honestly, it should be pretty easy to win. Going by that's my dumb stat. How do you rule grappling? Out of curiosity.
You just roll your athletics or your acrobatics.
That moment when you want to fail as a player, but technically your character would be capable of like a much higher roll.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right. So you manage to grab her and stop her from getting the chain shirt fully on, but it'll be another check in order to try and rip it off of her.
So I won that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I had the roll wrong. Oh, I had it backwards.
Yeah, she defeated my grapple.
Yeah, if it was athletics, I would like fail terribly, but I'm actually really good at acrobatics
Yeah,
because you rule it as a grapple.
So, and he actually would have won with that one. That's crazy. You go to grab her, but she slips out of your grasp, and the chain shirt is fully on her now. Then you go to grab her again, and you grab her, but now that the chain shirt is on her, as you grab her, you are dealt 1d6 negative necrotic energy damage.
damn.
Don't pay any attention to how that says lava spider. There's no lava spiders. What are you talking about?
There's a lava spider, isn't it? That's gonna be the boss of this area.
I don't think they exist. All right, yeah, so you take 5 necrotic damage, Harbeck.
I did.
Okay. And so do you continue to hold your grapple on her?
No, I won't. I'll release her, kind of throw her in the corner, and back away.
Man, I think she needs an adult at this point.
So, now that that's over with, let's check. Soggy's going to. Soggy taps Lillian on the thigh where the chain shirt isn't touching and sort of, what about other things? Is you going to check those?
I mean, would I even be like in a normal state of mind, or am I back to normal all of a sudden?
Well, I mean, as long as you have the chain shirt on, you're fine. You know,
So, like, what happens if I try to randomly take it off? Like, was I like cognizant of like everything that just happened?
no, you were in a daze while you were still putting it on. When you didn't have it on, you were like, just like, oh my God, I have to have this on. It was the only thing you could think about. But now that you have it on, you're like just coming to, and you're like, oh, everything's good. You know, like,
So, like, I see this thing is on me now. Apparently, like, couldn't I technically take it off? Especially if I like.
you have no desire to take it off.
I'll have my weapon ready and glaring at her and point and said, "That's an evil item she just put on. She's possessed."
What happened?
It is armor. It went. It made. It looks like Brain wanted you to put it on.
But how would I want to wear this?
You don't know why, you just do. It feels right to have it on. It's like being a junkie and this is your drug and you just need it.
Are you feeling okay?
You're feeling better than you've ever felt in your life. Like this is the most endorphins you've ever felt.
Why don't we go ahead and take that off of you?
Soggy suggests you don't do that.
I'll cast Hold Person.
What's the DC?
Oh, yeah, you don't have the save in there.
Oh, sorry. I think it's 14, but let me check. Sorry, no, 13.
Hey, I failed.
All right, she's held.
Donovan, remove the chain.
I'm gonna try to wrestle it off of her, I guess.
Soggy,
Well, I mean,
is
I'm
sort of
paralyzed,
like-
so I basically would auto fail, I think.
Soggy is sort of concerned as this whole event is transpiring. Is something wrong? Did Soggy do something wrong?
Donovan takes 6
And be
necrotic
careful, it
damage
hurts.
as he touches it. Do you continue to try to take it off?
Yes.
All right, roll a strength check.
One second, please. I need to decrease.
Well, if I have the paralyzed condition, I automatically fail all dexterity and strength saving throws.
You and Lillian take 8 necrotic damage as the blowback from the chain shirt being removed just knocks you guys for a loop. But you are now holding the shirt, and now you must make a wisdom save.
Oh, come on!
Soggy said no, and yet you did it. Why is this so hard? Why does no one listen to Soggy?
Oh,
Alright.
this fucking item. Thank you.
Channeling the power of the elven paladin in you, you summon all of your holy might up to the surface, and you cast the evil chain shirt down to the ground. You're like, oh hell no, I'm dragging it
F
over here
that
to the
noise.
lava. Yeah.
I'm chucking it into the lava.
yeah.
Oh yeah, just leave the evil thing in the corner. No, into the fire.
As you chuck it into the lava, roll a dexterity save.
This thing is like the true end boss of the campaign.
Yeah, yeah. What did you guys fight for the boss? It was a chain shirt.
Killed
That's
our entire
considerably
party.
high for me.
That's not bad. Unfortunately, it does fail.
Yeah, I expected.
I was in the corner. Am I rolling anything for this?
So happens,
No.
do I like take damage?
Yeah.
I'll drop the
Yes,
whole
you take
person
9
on
more
the-
necrotic damage as it explodes one final time.
Did you hear that I dropped the whole person on?
Yes, yes. And once out of the shirt, now you remember everything and you know that they saved you from being possessed by the avatar of Falazure. Well, you don't know that part, but player knowledge. Just letting you guys know that the shirt was so powerful because it actually turns you into the avatar of Falazure and helps bring him back to this realm.
Oh shit!
He sure picked one hell of a like unusual host to try to fucking like reincarnate as or some shit.
Well, yeah, but like it powers you up and gets you ready to be, like it it basically
I'm just
feeds
saying.
off of
I think after like he comes back to that. I think he done goofed. Like
yeah, but the chain shirt basically feeds off of all of the death that you create, and it like powers you up to like kill and all of that. Like yeah, but whatever, it's destroyed now. So Donovan is a true hero and champion of the realm.
I think I'm gonna lay
To the
down for a minute.
humankind, maybe.
are you guys okay? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Harbeck, can you do anything? Donovan is like quite wounded now and drained, and from the smoke, he no longer has any hit points. So even if you guys took a short rest, it wouldn't benefit him.
This is necrotic damage, right? Doesn't it not restore like regular?
Right, with your regular healing. Oh, which would include short rest. I see what you're saying. Yeah. So you gain 8 hit points back as he uses healing word.
It didn't give me the query thing to cast it at second level.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. So you add an extra 1d4. So 3. So a total of 11. 32, that's not bad. All right. So you guys want to put the rest of the armor on, or what do you want to do?
After that, hell no.
Soggy sort of points to like his ring, and he wants it to identify.
I mean, so seeing as it hasn't like made him crazy yet, I mean, I guess I couldn't try to cast it on that.
The rings have transmutation magic that changes the power within the gems and focuses it into the fire that it uses to turn into a magical portal. They also allow you to pass through the portal safely.
So without the ring, we would have been toasted.
Well, probably would have been like walking into a normal fire at the very least. Okay, so basically, so what all we had the crazy shirt try to TPKS, and then it was the thing with the chest. How far along did we get with that? Because I had to use the restroom.
Oh
The
yeah, you
secret door.
guys haven't done anything because
Secret
you've been
panel.
dealing with Lilianne.
Oh yeah, it did the breath thing on him. That's right. The hit die
Yes.
thing.
Now we just need to open the that panel and then try and check what.
That's what I'm doing.
All right. Underneath the panel is a key clutched in the hand of a dragon.
Like a real dragon?
No. Like just a dragon's hand sticking up out of the floor, clutching the key.
A dragon's claw.
Yeah.
Can I check for traps, even though I'm not a thief?
Yeah, you can investigate and check for them. Just can't disable them. Yeah, you don't see any traps, just the hand clutching the key.
Grab the key.
As soon as you touch the key, you roll for Constitution.
Soggy rolls investigation on the hand.
It just looks like a hand. All right. You make your first Constitution save, and you feel something trying to infect you, like trying to pass into you from the key.
Throw it on the ground.
Okay, so what happens if you try to mage hand it and use it to unlock it?
Well, first of all, you weren't able to get it out of the dragon's claw. It's still grasping it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then
Okay, I want to
release
try.
it and step back.
Let me stand like way, way back and see if I can mage hand it free.
Okay. So you cast Mage Hand and try to pull the key out of the dragon's claw, but the dragon's claw has it grasped tightly. There's no way to get it out.
How strong does the chest look compared to the dragon?
Oh, it's a sturdy, large chest.
And how does the construction of this dragon holding the key look?
It looks like a solid metal replica of a dragon's hand clutching a key, but like how a statue clutches something to where it's like, how are you going to get it out? You know?
Well, I was thinking, what would happen if I, made it go boom?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So, what now?
Should I try to shoot it, maybe? Get it free that way?
Let me try something.
Okay.
When I grabbed it, did I feel like it was the key that was trying to send something into me, or the whole thing? Does it seem like they're two separate things?
No, it just felt like something you couldn't tell where it was coming from. Unfortunately, the metal hand is neither dirt nor stone.
But what is it set into? What I'm thinking is grabbing the whole thing.
It's set into
Not the
stone,
key.
but yeah, like what are you trying to do? Like,
Soften or somehow be able to grab the claw out of the ground while it's still holding the key.
yeah, okay. So you make the stone underneath it cough it up. Um, you
Yeah.
you grab the hand.
Yeah.
All right, roll Constitution. All right, you made this save.
Same effect and everything.
Yep, still feels like something trying to pass into you.
Throw it down on the ground.
All right, it's on the
Is
ground.
evil is possessed also.
Hold on, let's get back. I want to try to see if I can shoot this thing free.
I threw it over here.
You coming, little guy?
Soggy sort of follows suit in kind of like a nervous fashion. Worried for his friends.
Well, since I can't actually point at anything to do this, I guess I'll just click on my own token.
As you blast at the statue, it reflects off of it as if the statue were magical.
Who has the
Wow.
Who has the fire ring? Hello?
Well, I had the win one.
And I have the fire one.
Soggy has water one.
Perhaps that will protect you from the power of that key.
I'll try to take it, I guess.
Well, when I cast Identify, is there anything that would lead me to believe that it would have, like, an alternative use besides the portal?
No.
I don't think that'll work. It seemed to be rather simple magic on it. I think just for the portal.
Harbeck, roll stone cunning on the chest.
Oh, okay.
The moment of truth.
As you examine the chest more closely, you notice that there is a secret panel that when you spin it around, it has writing that you can only see if you have dark vision, like an elf or a dwarf. And the words are of an ancient language that you will have to roll history to see if you can remember and decipher them.
Soggy, is it draconic?
It's an ancient language. It's an ancient dialect. Harbeck, however, has studied this ancient dialect because the dwarves respect history more than any other race. And so he has translated the words to mean Falazure Primus Primus, Falazure Omega Omega.
I'll repeat those out to everybody.
As soon as you say them out loud, the hand opens up and the key is free.
I mage handed in so we don't get TPK'd by the evil treasure chest. It's probably a SCR-30 mimic.
So you guys just don't trust anything in this room now. So
I mean, should we after that?
yeah. So
Yeah.
as you mage hand the key into the lock and turn the lock, the chest opens. It splits right at the mouth. The top mouth goes up and the bottom mouth stays down with the bottom half of the chest.
So, what do we do now? Soggy says, with just like sort of just confused by the whole concept.
Well, now we see if there's
Look
anything
inside.
interesting in there.
Look inside.
Inside, you find a finely folded velvet and silk black robes and a black, like, scepter of some sort.
Oh.
And it's safe to cast Identify after everything else that's happened. I mean, sure, what the hell, cast Identify and get possessed by some evil.
Well, hold up. I'll detect evil first.
Yeah, that's probably a better idea.
Alright, so casting Detect Evil, you do not detect evil.
Well, all right. I don't detect any evil.
Okay, well, identify him then.
These are the robes of the High Priest of Falazure, what was worn by anyone who was allowed to touch the sacred treasure in order to add more to it and count it and make sure it was all there in order to prevent thieves, you know.
So, Soggy's gonna try and put it on. He's just entranced by the whole silk thing. He's worn a lot of scraps and of threads, but he's never seen like something as beautiful as this. So he
You,
wants to try it on.
you look like a 3-year-old wearing his dad's suit and tie.
So just identify, give like.
You're just like scraping along. Just
What about the scepter?
The scepter is a magical device, but you can't seem to tell what the magic does. It just has some sort of what is it? Divination magic. Oh, but as you're touching it, roll a intelligence check. Not save. Check. All right. So, yeah. Divination magic. You do sense a lot of power coming off of it.
I mean, that's not necessarily a good thing.
It's not always a
Well,
bad thing. It's just a
Oh.
thing, just a description.
So you said I touched it. Did anything happen when I touched it?
You rolled an intelligence check.
Soggy sort of takes the staff in his hands as he just sort of observes it.
It is a staff to Soggy. It looks like Donovan's throwing this shit in the fire too. He's like, nope, nope, nope.
But I want stick. It is good stick. You have flaming sword. Why can't Soggy have nice stick?
I didn't know if that's actually what Donovan was doing. He just all of a sudden was running down to the fire again.
So, like, what steps would I have to go through to, like, learn more about that?
I mean, you're gonna have to study it for a while. Test it out.
Would that be something I'd just be doing, like, during long rests or something like that?
Yeah, yeah. Just try working the shaft for a little bit.
Oh my god. We should keep the stuff, but not use it yet. We don't understand its power.
Well, Soggy understands. Soggy understands. He sort of says, sort of embarrassed and sort of shamed, kind of like thinking that Donovan is angry at him.
Well, at the very least, it didn't try to kill us yet, right? That's a start, I think.
Yeah, I mean nobody's been possessed, so that you're already ahead of the curve here.
So, is this area fully explored then?
Yeah. I wasn't
Yeah, I think
expecting you guys to go that nuts right at first, but you know.
when you go that nuts, there's like 200 saving throws.
Well, I didn't know how much, you know, like you see a treasure chest, it doesn't mean you necessarily have to mess with it, you know?
It's an urge.
We are PCs. We will open every sarcophagi.
We will open every door. We will open every roof. We will open every chest. And if it's a mimic, we will kill it.
Stop
As long
there.
as it doesn't kill us.
All right. So
Quiet.
right there, you guys see in the distance a gang of kobolds running across the floor with what looks to be a ton of loot.
Hello, brothers! Soggy yells.
They look over at you and run.
Roll initiative.
Nope, they run.
Hold there.
I mean, I don't know if I'm supposed to be able to see that, but I can see that. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can see that.
I imagine they glow, don't they?
Yeah, probably.
Put off
They
light.
they walk on the top of the lava like the water striders.
So, do we roll initiative?
Oh yeah, if you want. I didn't know if you wanted to get closer. They hadn't really noticed you just yet.
Yeah, I think we should plan something out for.
Yeah, we probably should prepare a little bit. For starters, we should actually, heal up.
Well, remember Donovan and Soggy don't have any. They don't have any hit dice.
I'm gonna use a level to heal on Donovan.
And then add 1d4.
And I can do my healing kit on Soggy. I know. I'm not sure if it was Donovan or Lillian that I did.
It was Donovan.
So if
We might
Lillian-
want to not use all our spells, just healing right here.
Well, I mean, you want to be topped off before combat, and I don't actually need my spell slots. He XD.
Cool. So how much do I heal?
6 plus roll a 1d4, and that's what you'll get.
Soggy, you can get 12 back.
So you're full at 29. No, 29.
Sorry
What's
about
the
that.
macro to roll? Sorry.
Yeah.
Nice.
And for the heck of it, I'll give one to Harbeck as well.
Thank you.
Just to confirm, you did get my first heal on you, right? After the evil shirt of Death and Chaos.
No.
Okay, because I did. Scroll up and see what I rolled. Plus add the 1d4.
When was it?
It was after the shirt blew up, and I apologized or whatever, and then I tried to heal you. Or I think I did.
That was for.
Or no, I had it backwards, maybe.
That was for a total of 11.
Because I'm just trying to figure out how much like I still need to use to top these guys off with heals.
Okay. Well, 11 will top me off.
All right, we're looking pretty good.
And
Yeah,
Harbeck, you can give Lillian your healer's kit too, because you haven't done it for her yet.
Yes. For 11.
Perfect.
And I say we should attack from range as long as we can.
All right, now everybody
do
else
you guys
roll
have
for
the ability?
initiative.
Do you guys have the ability to make range attacks? Do you have like a bow or anything on you?
I do not.
Crossbow
I
and
gave my
spell.
crossbow to someone and easy.
I have a crossbow.
Soggy and Lily have spells. Donovan, just waiting on you to roll an ish.
I rolled in all three
You know what
initiatives,
I'm
I
gonna
rolled
do
12.
just for the hell of it? I don't know if this will work, but assuming it hopefully maybe does, I'm gonna use my concentration to cast this on someone here.
So, shall we stealthily get there?
I ain't sneaking nowhere, homie.
I'll give this. Which one of you guys is gonna be up front the most? You think?
Donovan.
Okay, well I guess Donovan gets it. If that works, I don't know if they're gonna actually count as being elementals. You know, they're made of lava, so maybe I don't know. But hey, if that works, then you'll be tanky as hell.
Cool.
Okay, yeah, then I guess I'll try to simultaneously attack one of these guys for like a surprise round.
Oh no, it's Soggy first. That's why we rolled initiative.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was able to still get that spell out in time.
I'm allowing you to do the protection. Yes.
Okay.
My divine favor.
Yes, you can. You can do that.
Okay. Can I attack it with my witch bolt?
Yes. Yes.
Can I reach the giant lava spider, or do I need to get closer?
Yeah, you can reach the giant lava spider.
It'll be normal.
Correct. You deal 14 lightning damage to the giant lava spider.
Just like. Must be surprised that a fellow elemental force is attacking it.
Indeed, it
course.
is.
Like, wait, I thought the air thing was on our side.
Your beam of shadowy energy hits the spider, dealing 6 damage.
Boy, those boys must be dashing or something.
Yeah, that's why they're not getting attacks.
It's kind of ominous to see them just appear out of nowhere, though. And they're like right next to you.
Harbeck, do something!
I am. I'm just trying to get through all these little drop down questions.
Was that the one by Donovan or the one by Soggy?
By Soggy.
Oh, it missed anyway. I didn't even look at that part.
Actually, I will drop my crossbow and move to here. Perfect. That's a hit.
Dealing 7
Oh,
piercing
7
and
piercing.
2 fire damage.
Can I retcon a little bit? I wanted to grab that obsidian shield.
Yeah.
I wanted to use that one instead of my regular shield.
Yeah, you can grab the obsidian shield. The small one or the large one?
The larger one,
Okay.
if I can use it.
Yeah.
What's going on now? Ah,
It is now Donovan's turn. I imagine you'll be squashing some spiders.
Wait, did he just skip his turn?
No, I cracked it in the face with a mace and then ended my turn.
Oh, I didn't even see.
Going to do witch bolt concentration on the giant lava. Sort of energy as he sort of lets out uses a prayer of some sorts as water sort of flows from his as electricity sort of synapses between his fingers as as bolts crackle across the giant lava spider. Is it dead?
It is.
So describe the death.
You just did.
Okay, so and I can't get away from the I can't disengage. And I can't disengage, right?
Oh yeah, that would be an action.
You can disengage because you just used your concentration to do the witch bolt. That wasn't an actual action, so you still have your action.
So I
Oh, go back to his turn. We'll try you do that. Unless he can move outside a turn.
try to
Yeah,
disengage.
he can still move.
I disengage and move here and end my turn. Sagi just like notices the two spiders surrounding him and flees in terror.
Attacking this guy, use my bonus action, and then attack this dude on the right here. Levin probably missed, I assume.
I'm actually double checking right now. Yep, just missed. And then it takes an attack of opportunity on you for not disengaging.
Oh, if that's on me, I use my bonus action at the start of my turn.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're cool. It's all good.
It missed anyway. That does not hit Donovan. I don't think that does either. Donovan, can you confirm 17 doesn't hit, right?
No, my AC's 8.
That's what I
His
thought.
AC is 18.
Yep.
Yeah,
And the
the big
giant
one
lava
died.
spider is dead.
The big one died?
Yeah, I'm just moving it out of the way of this guy attacking Harbeck. Does that hit?
Oh. Yes.
All right. 4 piercing and 3 fire damage, but your shield absorbs two of the fire damage. So you only take 5.
Okay. Is that same as? Does it absorb 2 each time? Like the first attack was 2 fire.
No. Oh, did I forget to roll for it? Oh no, the first attack hit you by more than your shield, so you weren't able to
Okay.
block it. It's only if
I
it's
see.
within 2.
I see. Yep. Yep. Well, first off, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon, which apparently will miss.
Yes, it will. And that was your bonus action, so.
Yep. And then I will attack, draw my battle axe and attack.
Slashing into the spider, even with your magical axe, it appears as though it passed through it. It dealt damage, but not as much as you would have thought. You swing down on the lava spider, once again dealing damage, but not as much as you would have thought. It's almost like these spiders are made out of lava and fire.
They are only affected by magic.
They're only fully affected by magic.
Yeah.
Except magical weapons.
Yeah, magical weapons are, as long as it deals physical damage, it's only if it deals elemental damage of some kind.
I imagine the next one of the if I were to shoot a spider that's near my ally, it's at advantage, right?
Yes. Like, even if Soggy was to use Cloud of Daggers, because it deals slashing damage, it would deal half damage. Your Eldritch Blast just misses.
Soggy feels shame.
I'm gonna hit the weak guy there next to Harbeck.
Just missing with your shadowy ray. You guys gotta roll better than this.
I think we're trying. Then for my bonus action, I will heal Harbeck.
This encounter was balanced for you guys rolling d20s that have numbers higher than 10 on them. Harbeck, you heal for 8 points.
The max of what healing words can do.
Thank you.
Soggy gets bit for 2 piercing and 1 fire damage.
Hey, at least we managed to kill the giant spider.
That's what I get for talking trash. Now all of a sudden, the spiders can't hit nothing.
It's okay. This would be like a 200 turn combat because no one can hit each other.
Right?
On this one here.
As your hammer crushes down on the spider, you can tell that was effective.
Okay. And then with my battle axe. Ooh, it's a crit. Plus, I have my divine radiance going, so it should be a +4. For some reason, it doesn't do that on the attack. It did it on the first one.
As your battle axe comes crashing down on the lava spider, it kind of melts into a puddle and begins to harden into hard lava.
Okay.
Oh man. It's you, so it doesn't hit.
Please use digression while you're messing with your message, man. These lyrics aren't for everyone, only if you understand.
Donovan, the spider leaps in and bites at you, dealing 4 piercing and 3 fire damage. Harbeck, the spider gets you while you're dealing with the other spider, dealing 9 piercing and 4 fire damage.
And how does that shield work again?
If it's
two?
within 2, right. So if he rolls anywhere from a 20 to a 22 to hit you, then you get your shield to absorb 1d4 damage.
Okay.
Focus on just one of them at a time.
Soggy knows that.
The giant spider exists beyond the concept of death.
I'm just moving it out of the way so I can see
know.
how
I
full they
still
are.
like seeing him move around when he has the.
It's kind of oozing all over the floor. You and Harbeck get advantage against this one.
Since you're flanking it.
Harbeck and Soggy get advantage against this one, but Soggy's a ranged attacker, so he actually needs to move away.
I'm going to disengage, and I'm going to walk back to about here.
Just take the attack of opportunity, Soggy. You'll be all right.
Okay.
I don't even think that hit you, did it?
It hits me.
Oh, okay. But still, you only take 7 damage. And that was actually a good roll. And now you get advantage. The weakened ones are this one and this one. If you hit this one, it dies. Yeah, I saw which one you were doing, but I'm trying to keep you guys from being TPK'd, so I'm helping you out just a little.
With some suggestions.
Yep.
But I see the risk.
So your Shadow Blast hits the spider, and then you heal Harbeck for 5 more points.
I only got
Thank
one
you.
more spell slot left after.
Yeah, this encounter is proven to be pretty tough.
I mean, it's fair. It's a bunch of spiders. So it is going to be tough. I mean, have you seen most spider battles in video games? They are pretty.
Oh yeah, they suck.
Okay, with this spiritual weapon,
You
on
squash.
this one,
Oh, no. You deal 8 damage to that one.
and then with the obsidian battle axe. Or, I'm sorry, onyx, I guess it is.
Oh, did I say Onyx? I meant Obsidian.
Oh, okay. Obsidian.
If I said onyx, that's my bad.
I could have typed it wrong.
No, I think I did say it wrong. Now I'm remembering. All right, so using your obsidian battle axe, you come down on the spider and it does indeed deal the full damage, killing it.
Yay.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Or at least flame.
Just cannot seem to land hits on you meat shields. Oh, there we go. So 5 damage, 4 piercing, and 1 fire. Soggy.
Sagi's going to do what he does best and defend Donovan and help Donovan. Advantage, right?
It's normal because you're casting into melee, but then also advantage, so it cancels out. You strike the spider for 6 force damage. Some of its fire goes out as the force extinguishes it and it cools off, and you can see it kind of hardening into hard lava. Your sword unfortunately fails to pierce the hard shell forming around it. Hey, 7 more HP, Harbeck. Lily's just going off, healing you round after round.
Thank you again.
As you mentioned, he's the tank.
Does that hit you, Lily?
Nope.
Okay, I'm going to forego attacking with the spiritual hammer this time and use my secondary attack as my bonus with the obsidian. On this one here with advantage, I guess.
Yep. Killing it.
Then I'll use my second attack on this one.
Killing it.
And then I will jump down to here.
There is only one living spider.
Is it saying anything I can understand?
No, remember we discussed this. Your animals is not really insects.
But these are elementals, aren't they?
Which makes them even less animals.
Oh, out of curiosity, does that mean that they had to attack Donovan at disadvantage the entire time?
Why would that be?
I cast protection from evil and good, which includes elemental creatures.
But only if they're evil or good, not if they're neutral.
No, I think it's just more their classification.
Oh, it's all about the type? Oh, I thought it was
Yeah,
if they were neutral creatures that it didn't affect them. Because these guys are just
No, it's
neutral
different.
creatures.
Yeah, it's different than the old.
Oh, my
This ain't
bad.
3.5.
Yeah, my bad. Then yeah, it should have been disadvantage. I don't think Donovan's been hit too hard though.
Yeah, I
I'm
just
for
looked it back
79.
up to make sure. It just goes based off of like if they're that type of creature, it just activates. It sounds like.
Weird. Why would they call it good and evil then?
I don't know. It doesn't really
Because
make
it's
sense. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
sure why you'd want to be protected from good in the first place. That's not going to be like you,
Yeah.
but whatever.
Yeah. I mean, why not
I
just
think
say
it's like a
protection?
rollover of the same spell
Yeah.
from 3.5.
Yeah, but why not just say protection, you know? Because, like, it's clearly not about good or evil then. Yeah. All right, Donovan, what do you do?
Smash the spider! Smash the spider!
Yeah, I swung my hammer at my
Oh, I see.
mace.
Oh, I see. Yep. Is that your turn?
You know, did I hit it?
No.
Is it going to be a disadvantage or advantage?
Normal. Just missing.
Oh, my bad. I was actually looking at thing of maps.
Ooh. You nearly slice the spider in twain as you chop off one of its front legs. And Harbeck, you come in and split its thorax in two as it oozes out hot lava that quickly cools and hardens. All right. So
And there was
to
much rejoicing.
yeah, to give you guys a little quick wrap up before we end the session here, you
I
search
don't want to end it now.
well, this is the time that it ends. You guys search the rest of the temple here, and you find that all of the treasure has been looted by those dirty, rotten kobolds, and
Who
they have
served the usurper? Remember?
yes, and in fact, if you take a look at the token for them, you'll have noticed that they are black kobolds that came in and stole all of the treasure and escaped down a tunnel, but it's a kobold tunnel, so only yeah, Why they gotta be black? So only
I couldn't help myself.
only Soggy could chase after them right now, which probably isn't the best idea. So you guys are going to have to figure out what you want to do about this, but the kobolds have made off with all of your treasure.
Not just our treasure, but also the lizard folk.
Yeah, well, I mean, it can't be both of yours.
They can only be like
I don't want to
18,
hurt our
24
friends with the
seconds ahead of
kobold,
us.
with the lizard folk.
They're not that far ahead of you, but like only Soggy can fit down there to get at them. You know.
Is no one listening? I just really want to make sure that we are keeping the
Yeah, they
we're
know.
making
They know, but I'm just letting you know that like either the treasure is the lizard folks and they're happy, or it's yours and they're not. You know, it can't be both.
yes. I'm saying that.
Okay, I was just clarifying. So yeah, we're gonna pick up next week with you guys, you know, right here deciding what you're gonna do, and we'll kind of go from there. So thanks for
Sounds
playing,
good.
and
Cool.
as always, guys, good gaming.
Good game.
Later, folks.